Hello Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I'm the Empathic Taurian. This is going to be for August 2018. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful August so far. I am late and I apologize. So I was looking over your reading that I did for you for the end of July. And I can see where you guys are having some blockages, particularly within yourself. And some of you are in a big need of making some kind of decision. And could probably use some strength, right? But anywho, I hope everything else is going well. I hope you guys are working through those blockages. Be like the Father of Wands. Have your energy on point. This was in your last reading. The High Priestess. That was in your subconscious. Very interesting. Alright, so this is for Capricorn. I'm about a minute and a half in. I need to hurry the hell up. Okay. I'm just getting on my own nerves today. I don't know why. Oh, man. Alright. Capricorn, August 2018. Let's see what we got. August 2018. Capricorn. So, if you guys have any questions on this reading, or if you would like information on personal readings, please feel free to email me at theempathictaurian@gmail.com. And I would be happy to work with you. I'm also doing a $10 monthly read right now. And then if you purchase that, you get any question you want answered for free. Okay? All right, here we go. Capricorn, August 2018. You guys see this? Nine of Pentacles. The Magician in reverse as well. Eight of Swords. There we go. 10 of Cups in the reverse. The Tower in reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse. 3 of Wands in the reverse. 6 of Wands. Okay, you guys. What's up with all the reversals? 6 of Wands in the reverse. 5 of Cups in the upright. Okay, you guys. So some people are having a difficult time right now still. And I know some of you Capricorns kind of struggle with the difficult times. And some of you guys, you know, all zodiac signs have their downside. And some of you guys are prone to pessimism. All right. 9 of Pentacles, and we are getting some clarifiers as well. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a reference here to money. There's a reference here to issues surrounding money. And for some of you guys, there could be some financial setbacks. There could be, you know, you having to put in more time with your work to try to make up for some financial difficulties. And in the process, some of your closer relationships could be kind of suffering. Maybe there's a lack of balance between your work and your job. And there's also this aspect here of, you know, because could represent luxury and self-sufficiency in the upright, but in the reverse it could be more of a greed or wanting to live, you know, like a lavish lifestyle. And for some of you guys, if that's the case, it could be kind of outside your financial means because it's in the reverse. All right, Magician in the reverse. So here we go. Again, this card was in your last reading. And I'm just now realizing 6 of these cards were in your last reading. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Let me get back on track. Magician in the reverse. This is one of your cards that was in the last reading. So here he is again. And You know, with this guy is pretty resourceful, right? And he uses his resources for good, you know, not for selfishness and not to manipulate like you see in the reverse. And, you know, some of you guys are not utilizing your skills and your abilities effectively or sufficiently. There's this aspect here too of someone not being exactly in touch with reality, kind of having unrealistic expectations or ideals about what needs to happen. Just like with the Nine of Pentacles, if some of you guys are spending more money than you really should, and you know, there's like deceit and there's trickery with him. So that's interesting. That can kind of go along with, you know, a manipulator or even someone being greedy, right? Being greedy, trying to trick people, trying to manipulate people for their own benefit. Could have to do with some kind of financial thing as well. Eight of Swords in the upright. So some of you guys are stuck. This butterfly is hanging here, but she doesn't have to. But she's hanging here and she's closing herself off from everything that's going on around her. So some of you guys are stuck in a particular mindset or within a certain idea or potential solution that you can't really see, or what you think might be a solution. But you can't really see an alternative to that. It's just kind of like having your blinders on, so to speak. You know, and ultimately you're placing restrictions upon yourself. You know, seeing as how she's hanging here and all the swords are pointing towards her, it could also represent opposition from other people. But you have a choice here. She's doing this to herself. She can't help what these people are doing. We all have a responsibility to ourselves, right? Can't hang there forever. All right, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So there's some kind of blockage. There's some kind of emotional blockage. Like there's happiness all across the board when it's in the upright. And in the reverse, something is blocking you from that perfect picture that you want for yourself. You know, like with the Nine of Pentacles, you have this particular idea, you know, and even with the 8 too, kind of, you know, like the whole blinder thing of how you want things to be for yourself. And there's something blocking that. The energies are, you know, they're going from cup to cup, but they're in the reverse, so they're blocked. And there could be like a misalignment. Like with the 9 and with the Magician. A misalignment of your, I want to say chakras, but yeah, that's not really, I mean, that too, you know, obviously, but of your values, of your personal values, of what you stand by, some kind of misalignment. Something's like misfiring. That word keeps coming into mind too. And we're going to get clarifiers to figure out what we need to know. The Tower in the reverse. So this is something that is bound to happen when we are on the wrong path for too long and the universe is like, nope, you're doing it wrong. Let me guide you to where you need to be. You know, and it's always going to be for the highest good. So, you know, this could be something that's occurring and then you could be having a difficult reaction to it, or you could actually be on the wrong path, kind of doing what's not of the best for you, and it could ultimately lead to this. So it kind of goes either way, like the chicken and the egg type of thing. It could go either way. So something here needs to change with, you know, this blockage and, you know, how to, you know, you may have to make changes in order to get things better, to get things within alignment. There could be a fear of change. There's definitely some resistance here to change. Fear of what you might lose. But this is always a blessing in disguise. Sometimes change is hard, but if you know what's best for you, and even if you feel like you know what's best, it might be worth it to take a chance. Because you see here, you guys are frustrated. This was in your last reading. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Tower was in your last reading. You guys are frustrated. You're wanting just to leave these broken pieces where they lie. And honestly, with all the other cards, you know, there's resistance here as well, but this is kind of within yourself. And this particular resistance could be, you know, in facing the difficulties that you're currently presented with and just really wanting to escape them. You know, and also too, there's a need to know when it's time to move on, when things are really not working for your highest good anymore, and when you need to move on. There's a sense of hopelessness here as well, and definitely confusion. Do I want to stay or do I want to go? Should I stay or should I go? And that really comes down to what you stand by. It really comes down to your personal values. Okay. Three of Wands in the reverse. So this is interesting. So like with the Eight of Swords, there is a lack of planning. There's a lack of willing to take your blinders off and see what needs to happen here, because maybe you don't want to feel the pain that comes along with it, or maybe you don't, maybe you're just so confused because you're consumed with the mental processes of it all, the emotional processes of it all. But that shows through right here where, you know, you're not planning, there's an obstacle. And for some reason, you're not able to execute what it is that you want. Could be because some of you deep down are not completely sure of what it is that you want or what you need, let alone how to get it. Because in the Two of Wands, a decision is made, and then the Three of Wands is carrying out that decision in the upright. There's no carrying out anything. Some of you guys are kind of stuck. Could be because of something of the past. And could be because of your ego with the Six of Wands in the reverse. Your ego could be blocking you, and it's good at that. It's very good at that. You know, just like the magician fails to make the best use of his abilities, and he's got plenty of them, right? You guys have plenty of abilities. You've got your smarts, you've got your emotional strength, you've got your intuition. He's not making use of them, and the butterfly is not making use of her confidence. Some of you guys are without confidence right now. So this card is telling you to have faith in yourself. So then we have the Five of Cups. So the energy here is like an overall kind of explanation as to why you guys could have difficulties in all these areas, because this is like an underlying sadness. It's a sense of loss, and it's a sense of regret for some of you guys. And it can be overpowering. It can be very overpowering and kind of hard to ignore. You know, there's also resistance here to accept things for what they are, and accept where, you know, change can be made. And when you open yourself up to acceptance, then that kind of opens up the ability to let go of the past, let go of what no longer is serving you. Accept what has happened and then move on. Don't take it with you. All right, some of you guys are failing to see yourself objectively here with the Judgment card in the reverse. You know, all of these cards point to trying a different way of things, you know, which starts with your perception. Your perception sets off everything. Your perception sets off your whole reality. And there's a need here to figure out what's truly working and what's not. You know, what you need to face head on and what you need to let go of. You're not able to rise above like the dove because you're stuck. This alludes to self-doubt. And there's an aspect here of needing forgiveness and acceptance again. Let go of the past. Learn from your mistakes and move on. You know, this moment right now is the only moment that you truly have. It's all that you truly have. You know? All right, clarifiers. 8 of Wands in the reverse, the Moon in the upright. 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, the Chariot, 2 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay. So, all right, so the 8 of Wands, this is normally something quick, something with a lot of movement. And there's a lot of things going on at one time in the card, right? And that is representative of multiple obstacles for you guys, ultimately causing delays and frustration. You know, you could also, too, be having a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas going on at one time. And it could be hard to sort through those. Could be starting a few different things and not finishing them. Or, you know, could have these ideas and just not know when to start them. Sense of unfinished business as well. You know, and all of these frustrations could be due to or leading to the financial issues with the 9 of Pentacles. Then you have the Moon. So this could be a Pisces. And, you know, the Moon is what resides within our inner darkness, like fear and anxiety. And there's a reference here to the ego as well, and to the subconscious. The ego, like the 6 of Wands. There's uncertainty for some of you guys. And again, there's a reference to the past in the way that there could be some residual conflicts, you know, or fear within yourself because of something that happened in the past, and it's something that you're still hanging on to, and it's affecting your perception. And interesting too, there is a shared similarity with the Magician. It's all about illusion, trickery, illusion. Speaking of illusion, this is the epitome of illusion, the 7 of Cups, you know, of things not being what they appear to be. Or maybe perhaps you not seeing things for what they are, you know. And with this, you may not want to. You're closed off. You kind of don't want to take responsibility in some regard and see some things for what they really are. But also, too, you could be hiding from something that perhaps you don't need to be hiding from. You know, and then if you look back at the Magician and the Moon combo, there could be a manipulator, right? Because this is kind of an idea of deceit. And also, like with the 9 of Pentacles, there's a need here to be realistic within your expectations. You know? Some of you guys really need to make a choice about something, and some of you could be overwhelmed. You know, if this represents the need to make a choice in some regard, you could be overwhelmed with all the fear and the anxiety, right? Lines up perfectly. Makes perfect sense. But what to do? What to do? All right, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So These people probably feel abandoned, like they've been left out in the cold. They're in the reverse, so, and it's on top of the Ten of Cups. So, you know, there could also be an overimportance on money, like with the Nine of Pentacles. And some of you guys could be trying to recover from financial loss now that we're in the reverse. But there's still this residual spiritual poverty for some of you guys. And for some, there's difficult relationships with money. And ultimately, there's a blockage. This blockage, it resides over into this, and you know, blockage to what you guys would like with the Ten of Cups, what you would really like with the Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Cups in the reverse. So hello, showed up twice here. It was in your reading last month. I think the universe is trying to tell you guys something. Are you listening? Or are you stubborn like me? Eight of Cups in the reverse. So with this card being in your last reading twice, and in this reading, some of you guys are struggling with confusion about a situation that is emotionally difficult for you. And knowing when to walk away. Maybe you need to leave it be. Maybe there is no working through it. But you don't want to leave without a sense of it, some kind of a closure. That's what I was looking for. Without it being resolved, without closure. But you know, sometimes you got to. And with the Tower paired with this card, looks like if you guys don't make appropriate changes, then this is where the unexpected could happen. You know, it's like I said earlier, the chicken and the egg. You know, this could be because of this, or this could result from this, vice versa. And this is very unpleasant when it happens, but it always provides us an opportunity for growth. Four of Swords in the reverse. So the situation surrounding this Eight of Cups ordeal, you know, could be causing you guys to feel burnout and a lack of progress, and could have a lot of restless energy, right? There's a lot of things going on here with the Eight of Wands. Restless energy here too, because you're not wanting to contemplate and take a moment to think things through, which refers to a lack of self-evaluation, like with the Judgment card. The Chariot, this could be a Cancer, but it also is a message for you guys to apply some self-will and confidence to work through your difficult situations. Have clarity. You have to establish within yourself what you need. Have clarity within that and have the faith to go for it. Okay? Because some of you guys are lacking a plan here. Two of Cups in the reverse. So, you know, this is about partnership in the upright. And in the reverse, it could point to a difficult relationship or the ending of a relationship. And some of you guys could be hanging on to feelings from that, like the grief and the sadness, right? And this could be the influence behind the lack of confidence that some of you guys are feeling, and the lack of faith in yourself, like a fall from grace. Nine of Wands. So this is all about perseverance. You're being asked to persevere through these Five of Cups feelings. You know, especially if it's linked to an ended relationship. You're going to have to persevere, because the nines are almost there to the tens, and tens are about completion. If you can push through and learn what you need to learn, this will all subside. And then you'll start another thing that you'll need to learn. You know, the wonderful cycles within life. Be resilient. Let go of the past. All right, Knight of Cups in the reverse. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces with the Judgment card. But there again, just like there could be some unrealistic expectations with the Nine of Pentacles, we see that again here, you know, from this type of person. And typically he can be very romantic and kind of a daydreamer and very led by his emotions, but in the reverse, his emotions could be taking control of his life. He could be allowing his emotions too much say so within how he feels or within what he needs to do. So there's a need here to be objective, right? That's kind of what you got to do to get to this place of rebirth within the Judgment card when it's in the upright. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you guys the very best for your day, for your month, for your entire life. If this resonated with you guys, and even if it didn't, I'm sending you much love and prayers for the month. If you have any questions, again, feel free to email me. And I am the Empathic Taurian, and I will see you guys next time.